And welcome back. I was made this way. This is the way God made me. So why am I constantly being bullied? Thousands are asking these same questions today and each and every day. Just ask my next two guests. Tara Lynn Town started a nonprofit organization called Tiny But Mighty, and Encore Hunt, also Corey, was born with a condition known as dwarfism. And we want to thank the two of you for coming.
Thank you.
All right. Talk about why you decided to start this nonprofit.
Well, I decided to start it because just having a child with this condition, dwarfism, and having him deal with people who don't understand or accept him for who he is, and having to deal with children who are not prepared to accept people who are diverse, I just thought it was necessary cause.
And Corey, you were born this way, but that's no excuse for anyone to bully you.
Yes, it's not. And nobody should bully me just because I'm different.
And Tara, talk about Corey and you deciding to take this message to the public and not to ignore it, but to educate people.
Okay. Well, actually, we were in a doctor's office. He had an appointment, and he asked me if I could assist him with something. He first asked me what the profession is where you speak to people, and I said, well, what do you want to speak about? And he said, I want to talk to big people about little people because I don't want them to think that I'm a baby when I'm older. And so that was the first conversation we had, and then he asked if he can help me. And then we decided to, well, the inspiration for a book came about, and he actually helped me write, the one of the most important parts of the book.
And let's talk about the book.
Okay, I'm excited.
Yes, Tiny But Mighty. Corey, talk about the book.
Okay, so the book is about this little kid, and people don't, well, his mom and dad don't want him to be a fighter. So he was just watching the fight, well, the attackers, or basically defenders, so he could learn off of them. And there was this guy named King Koa, and he thought if he could take the smart berries and strong berries, he would be undefeatable.
Very good. And Tara, what makes Tiny But Mighty so unique?
What makes it unique is just the whole purpose and mission. There is a book, and the book is tied to the nonprofit, but it's through a child's perspective, and it's a fantasy book, so it's not going to come across as something educational, but people will be educated when they read it. And what makes the mission unique is that it encompasses two missions in one, which is bullying and then awareness for dwarfism.
And let's talk a little bit
Yes.
about that for those at home who don't know
Yes.
what it is.
Okay, well, dwarfism is a genetic disorder that stunts the growth. And so we don't know what the height will be when he's older, but it's the little people, and that's the terminology that they prefer.
And how old are you now, Corey?
I'm 8.
You're 8.
Yes.
And going to school, how do people react to you?
Oh, I go on online school, but in California, they just wanted all to be my friends. But some people didn't.
And how does that make you feel?
Well, sometimes it would make me feel sad or a little bit mad, but sometimes I'll just be all right with it.
So you're being the bigger person by being all right with it.
Yes.
All right. And the importance of just educating people about this.
Yes, that is what is necessary for people, for us to see breakthrough with this. There are children that have different diversities. His happens to be dwarfism, but there are many children and individuals who deal with bullying, and it's really serious. People take their lives behind it, particularly children, because they can't handle it. So raising awareness about acceptance and love is what our mission is about.
Alrighty. And how to contact you, Tiny But Mighty?
The organization website is tinybemighty.org. And then we have livingbyondyou.com, which is my life coaching.
Okay.
website.
Well, again, we want to thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for coming. And Corey, we want to thank you for sharing your story with us.
Thank you.
All righty. And please